Felina. Have you seen her?
She your special lady? Well, Buana, I hate to break it to you, man, but it seems like she and Police Chief Barlow have got something special going on.
What you talking about?
I saw them both strolling to that big posh place on Main Street, Club Timber. She was clinging to him like she was heart-struck, walking on sunshine. Sounds to me like you've been played for a fool, son.
But...
Are you fellas talking about that tall, good-looking lady from out of town who's just strolling down Main Street? If you don't mind me saying so, she's out of your league, sir. Besides, if she's clinging to Barlow, you're better off without her.
That's the truth. You try and take something away from Barlow, Barlow takes something away from you in a very bad way.
I'm not afraid of no police. I could shake them off once, I can shake them off again. I got to get into Club Timber. What you guys know about Club Timber?
You really want to get in there, huh? Well, you're gonna have a hard time. You need to be filthy rich and well-connected to get access to that joint. It's not for the people. That place is for the corrupt fat cats and untouchable high society. I'm pretty sure you can forget getting in there, Buana. You're a good man, Buana. Your place is down with the decent folk.
Tell me more about Police Chief Barlow.
He's been in charge around here for, what, probably 20 years or so. Can't say I've got anything personal against him, but like all people with power, he tends to misuse it. He likes to crack down real hard on people he doesn't agree with. And he's certainly up to a whole lot more than just policing the city.
Yes, I'm willing to bet he's tangled up in all sorts of shady doings. Police Chief Barlow is just as corrupt as the rest of the cream of the crop. I swear it. Not a single honest man holds a seat of power in this god-forsaken town. The weight of the burden always lies on us misters.
Nice joint this.
You kidding me? This place is the cesspool at the end of the sewer. We all flow along the gutters of these streets, drip and drizzle in our own directions. But in the end, like the soggy pieces of street trash that we are, we end up here. Wet, cold, torn apart, and stepped upon, face down in the mud.
Man, that was beautiful. We should have that engraved and put on the wall.
Tell me about misters.
We're the little folks. We're the ones who actually do the real work around here. We're just simple folk caught in the crossfire. We come here to get out of the rain and drink ourselves piss drunk before we head out, come back, and then do it all over again. Misters are the kind of people that wind up in a dump like this. People with money don't come here. People with connections don't come here. We're small people. To the big shots in town, we're worth less than the blood-stained dirt under their boots. Bunch of corrupt hoodlums. That's what they are.
So when you guys heading back out?
Well, we can't right now, or we probably would. As long as the lighthouse is bust, we are stuck in port. And frankly, I'm not really in a hurry to get back out there. Sure, we gotta make a living, but a short break is well-deserved. Ain't it, Gimbo?
It sure is. That lighthouse can stay broken for all I care. Oh, stone the crows, mate. I'm starting to get fed up to the back teeth of catching eel.
What happens to the eel?
Most of it's sold off to upbound ships. Some stays down here for refining. You can make all sorts of stuff out of eel. Steaks, liquor, plastics, medicines. They're pretty strange creatures, come to think of it.
You guys ever go to St. Armando?
Ah, no way. We haven't got the right permits. And even if we did, the Beco can't handle the locks. She runs too deep. I'd love to go someday, though. Get out of this bloody soup once and for all.
What are the locks?
Aye, the locks at Pango Kubwa. Lead up to St. Armando. You got special ships going through there. Eel trawlers can't go through them. They just aren't built for it.
We're doomed to be stuck down here forever. Might as well just deal with it, I guess.
See you guys later. What you reading, Gimbo?
It's the captain's navigation book from the ship. The one about all the misting business and the lighthouse and all that. I found this picture of a lobster here. Can't stop staring at it. I'm so bleeding hungry. Oh, what I wouldn't do for some lobster stew right now.
You didn't get any food yet, man?
Nah, everything's closed this hour.
Oh, okay. Can I borrow the book?
Rack off, mate. It's my lobster.
It's got yummy little dried up pieces of lobster stuck at the bottom. I think we're onto something. But it's hardly a stew yet. It's just a couple of dried lumps of lobster stuck at the bottom.
Well, if it ain't a new guy in town. Welcome to our fine establishment, where the drinks are divine and the clientele are a slice of heaven itself.
Flattering, Arnie. Very flattering.
Now, what can I get you, sir? I hope you're not looking for eel rinse. I'm all out. You've got my word, however. The moment the lighthouse starts again, I'll be out through that door in a split second to secure a couple of crates once the shipments start coming in.
Any idea how I could get into Club Timber?
Listen, sir. All I do is pour them their drinks. I don't ever go up there.
You pour their drinks.
What do you think this here service shaft is for? They keep sending me orders, and I keep sending up drinks. Club Timber sits right on top of this joint. Now, I don't service all of Club Timber, mind you. Just the VIP lounge up top. Now, I'm not proud to be part of their business. But a man's gotta make a living, no?
So the service shaft leads right up to the VIP room.
Uh-huh. Bingo.
What you know about Barlow?
Ah, Barlow. I hear a lot of talk about him on both sides of the fence. A bartender gets to hear all sides of the story, you know? We're always down on that man more than most people think. He has made a lot of enemies in this town, I know that much. I'm used to hearing a lot about people's woes. I can tell you, many of those woes are about run-ins with the law. And the law in this town is Barlow.
Busy night?
Afraid not, sir. Business has been real slow ever since the lighthouse went out. Yeah, these fellas are the first customers I've had all day. Whole city's gone to a standstill with no misters in port. These parts of the city used to be a good racket this hour. It's a real drag seeing it all dead like this.
What you got on tap?
Right now, I'm down at the lower end of nothing. Taps and shelves are all sucked clean. I normally carry the full range of Mister's poisons here, except mist fumes, of course. But without the shipments coming in, I've got nothing.
What are mist fumes?
That's some bad stuff, sir. It's a byproduct. It comes out of distilling the bill rinse. I tell you, you get all sorts of whack-ball effects taking that stuff. We call them fume heads, them fellas who suck it down. Used to be a much bigger problem, though. Barlow cleaned up the worst of the fume head trash when he came into power.
I want eel rinse.
I'm sorry, sir. I've gone dry during the big blackout. Shipments aren't coming in the way it's supposed to, not the lighthouse is out. But once it starts working again, I'll run off and buy a whole new crate of it. You have my word, sir.
I got to hit the streets.
Give 'em hell, sir.
No time to be hanging around in the bar now. I've got to rescue Lena. It's a floor drain.
Yeah, I've got to comply with the Port Archer hygiene directive. This eel rinse is considered hazardous waste.
Hey, it's a picture of Saint Armando.
Yeah, it's an old, outdated almanac. People like to dream themselves away with pretty pictures, you know? It's been hanging there forever. You can have it if you want.
Thanks, man. I love free stuff. Hey, can I play with the radio?
Yeah, go ahead and change the station all you like. You know that there's an old Army Broadway radio. It can pick up all sorts of things. It's pretty good to have in handy when the coppers are around doing raids and such.
Hey, can I use your elevator, please? I need it to get to Club Timber.
Sir, this is no elevator. Drinks going here, not people.
Not even really pleasant people such as myself.
Sorry, sir. As long as I'm here guarding this bar, this here food shaft is out of bounds.
It's a bag of Fatitos XXL nachos. The bag says, new and improved formula. 50% extra health to fat efficiency. Vale, want a nacho? Oh, gross! It's an old plunger! I'll stick it in my pants. It's an old lighthouse. It's an old lighthouse. Hello?
Cripes! Who's there? Are you here to deliver the repairs?
Repairs for what?
Pollards! I've been expecting that shipment for more than a week now. Morton's my name. I'm the lighthouse keeper.
The name's Buana. I'm new in town.
Ain't no mistaking that. Always glad to have visitors. Make yourself right at home, son.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks, son. I try to keep her tidy. What can I do for you?
What happened to the lighthouse?
10 nights ago, there was a terrible, fierce thunderstorm, and it hit Port Arthur with full force. I had to ward off flying roof tiles as I nailed the shutters to the windowsill. Trust me, son, I've seen storms that'd make your bones cringe and your heart cry. But this storm, this was something else. Then, suddenly, a flying vessel appeared from out of the storm, and it made straight for the lighthouse. Even in the wind and darkness, there was no mistaking that airship. It was the Sisulus.
The Sisulus?
Aye. Before I knew it, the whole crew was inside the lighthouse wreaking havoc. They smashed the lantern up at the top of the tower, and ripped out machine parts from the guts of the service room down here. Brought me to tears seeing Old Faithful battered and broken like that.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Buana. This old lighthouse is the closest to a family that I've got. Anyhow, Old Faithful has been dark and still ever since.
Need any help?
I've got to get these gears and thingamadoodles in order somehow. If only I had my old blueprints here, this would be a piece of crackers. This here Port Arthur lighthouse is of a very special breed, you see. Specifically built for the harsh conditions of the never-ending mist. There has got to be information about it somewhere, but I'll be doodled if I know where to find it.
You know anything about Club Timber?
And a timber club is where all the top players in the city go.